On Tuesday, April 27th, two project managers from McKinstry, Paul Gustafson and Meyer Patel, gave a presentation in Alsvik. They touched on ways for UWP to become more energy efficient and use more renewable resources.
We started working with the campus back in October of last year. We were selected to be their partner on this endeavor. And then we actually kicked off doing what's called an investment grade audit, which is the detailed audit to put the project together back in January of this year, or late January of this year. So we've been working towards, or in process of working towards finishing that development, hopefully by the end of May or sometime in June, to move forward to a contract with the customer.
And I'm going to add two more things. We're also planning on, as part of this overall project, ideally incorporating a couple of renewable aspects, including a small-scale wind turbine as well as some what are called solar photovoltaics, both which would be used ideally, and still working through the details, but ideally working that in conjunction with some of the curriculum, specifically the Sustainable Energy Program minor that's available on the UW-Platteville campus here as well. So we're trying to get that set up so that ideally students would be able to access that information and use that as part of their curriculum and study.
They also expanded on what they plan to do in order to make campus more efficient and gave an estimate of how much they thought it would cost.
So we're looking at things from interior lighting upgrades, exterior lighting upgrades, building envelope improvements, looking at replacing or improving the ventilation equipment, the controls, water conservation upgrades, looking at some miscellaneous equipment. So with that, in conjunction with the renewables that we're looking at doing, we're looking at, again, from a rough order of magnitude, about a $3.5 million project to implement that could generate a potential, or that will generate a potential of $300,000 in utility savings, coupled with some grant dollars that we could potentially get from Focus on Energy to the tune of around $150,000, which relates back into a cost-benefit ratio or a simple payback of about 11 years.
Lastly, we asked what else needed to be done and where this program was headed in the future.
We'll be continuing to work with the facilities group here and Department of Division of State Facilities to finalize a lot of these numbers. We're going to be doing some additional site visits, additional meetings with both those entities to finalize numbers and get approval and move towards contracts. So once we do move towards contract, then we'll be on campus to implement and continue hopefully to be a working partner with Platteville.
With the University Report, I'm Ben Higgins.